One thing you must understand is that being extremely intelligent and smart and matured has bad side effects when you are following God. Because when you are extremely intelligent, you'll be trying to understand what is happening with you. And when it comes to following God, for a large amount of time, you will not understand what is going on. Abraham did not understand what was happening when God told him to go and kill Isaac, because the same God told him before that Isaac would be the promised child and will have billions of descendants. So he did not understand, millions of descendants. He did not understand. So for a large amount of time, you will not understand what God is doing. But because you are an extremely intelligent person, you will seek to understand constantly again and again and again. And that will make you frustrated, angry, and in despair. And that will make you reject God. That can make you reject God. I'm not saying that you should not be smart. I'm just saying that as you are smart, also understand the fact that it takes humility to follow God. Which means that at some point, your smartness will not be important. That's why I tell you, knowledge drives you far from God. Not that knowledge is bad, but knowledge itself drives you far from God. When Adam and Eve ate the fruit, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, if you check the Hebrew translation, it can also be translated as the tree of the knowledge of everything. So when they ate that fruit, they actually received knowledge. And they realized that they were naked. And when God came to the garden, what happened? They went to go and hide. God asked Adam, where are you? Adam said, I heard your voice and I went to go and hide because I knew I was naked. God now said, who told you you were naked? It was the knowledge of them being naked that made them to go and hide from God. Look at the world today. A man becomes smart and becomes rich. Suddenly he says that he's God himself. Look at the scientists today, self. Because there is so much abundance of scientific knowledge, they are now saying that God does not exist. The reason why they are saying God does not exist is because they have tried to understand the concept of God. You can't understand God completely, because if you understand anything completely, you can control it. But you can never control God. Therefore, you can never understand him completely. So because they cannot understand God completely, they cannot understand the idea in its fullness, they now reject it in general, out of anger and despair and frustration. Do you see the similarity now? Being extremely matured and seeking understanding all the times can actually be a side effect. Can actually have bad side effects. I'm not saying you should not be smart. But the center point of this message is this. You need humility to follow God. To accept his truths. Even if they kill you on the inside.